Politics is a very interesting game. Yesterday, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto and his allies staged a coup at Jubilee Party headquarters. But that coup did not succeed. It failed. And today, Raphael Tuju, who is a very close ally of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and the Secretary General of Jubilee Party, addressed the media at Jubilee Party headquarters. And Raphael Tuju made a serious announcement. According to Raphael Tuju, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto will no longer be allowed to conduct his political activities from Jubilee Party headquarters.
We wish we did not have to make this choice. But given the discordance that the DP has brought into the party, we would like to be absolutely clear and make the following announcement following our consultations at the NMC. We serve one president at a time. The party headquarters is not going to be allowed to become the theater of conflict and confrontation by different factions that emerge in the party. 2, the party leaders, the deputy party leader, as a self-declared presidential candidate of 2022, will not be allowed to use the party headquarters as a center of operationalization of his 2022 campaign and to use the center for intimidation of potential opponents or intimidation of the staff. It is no longer tenable for the Deputy President to use the party platform, including statements from the party headquarters, to advance his divisive so-called hustler politics that are counter to the party and the President's platform of uniting the country, fighting against corruption, and the agenda 4 items. He will no longer be allowed to use the party headquarters to make such statements that are principally for his breakaway faction of the party.
Now, that's a very interesting political development. That's a very interesting political development. But I don't want to go into the details about Raphael Tuju's statement today. I'm going to dedicate a specific video to look into the impact and implications of Raphael Tuju's statement, why he is banning the Deputy President from Jubilee Party headquarters, and the future of Jubilee Party in a subsequent video. Today, I want us to focus on why the coup, which was staged by the Deputy President at Jubilee Party headquarters, failed yesterday. What were the reasons why that coup did not succeed? But before we do that, if you are watching this video for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now let us get back to business. Robert Greene, in his 48 laws of power, in law number 28, is advising that enter action with boldness. That you should not try to do or enter into action, political action, if you are not sure of victory. The Deputy President William Samoei Ruto and his allies yesterday decided to attempt a coup at Jubilee Party headquarters, but they failed. So Robert Greene is advising that they should not have attempted that move if they were not sure of the outcome. Again, Robert Greene in law number 3 is also advising everybody that in politics you must conceal your intentions. The Deputy President did not conceal his intentions. So today, Raphael Tuju went to Jubilee Party headquarters and made an announcement. And we are going to go into that in details tomorrow. So the question is, why did the Deputy President and his coup fail yesterday? I want to take a very short time today in analyzing all those.
Hiyo katika sehemu hii, hiyo watafanyia kule. Tunaelewana? Unajua mimi nilikuwa ODM na nikafukuzwa ODM, nikapelekwa kotini vile hawa kina Aisha na Dori wameandikiwa barua, hata na mimi niliandikiwa barua. Sasa wale nataka niwaambie, hamuwezi kunifukuza ODM ati mkanifuata ati mnanifukuza Jubilee. Haiwezekani. Hiyo haiwezekani bwana. Ati wanajipanga huko porojo, fitina, tutavunja Jubilee. Watavunja Jubilee ya nani? Hiyo ni ndoto ya mchana nani? Hiyo msahau kabisa. Muende mtafute kazi nyingine ya kufanya. Hiyo haiwezekani.
Number one, the first reason why he failed is the fact that the deputy president went there with less than 40 members of parliament. And all these 40 members of parliament are all allied to him, are his allies. Jubilee Party headquarters is actually a headquarter for both factions. So if the deputy president wanted to succeed, in my view, he ought to have invited these 40 members of parliament, or even 20 of them, and then convinced the others, non-Kieleweke guys, to also come. So probably he would have used a trick. Let's say, plan to go there, then incite Kileweke guys to also go to Jubilee Party headquarters. Then there probably 5 or 10 of them would have been there. Then the deputy president would then emerge and address the media, tell them, okay, we want to start working in harmony, something like that. And because all these 40 MPs were allied to him, that's the first failure. The second thing is the deputy president and his allies have always bragged about numbers, that they control numbers. Where are the numbers? Where are these numbers the deputy president is talking about? Only 40. Raphael told you today in his statement, indicated that he stopped 40 members of parliament from also coming to issue another statement from Jubilee Party headquarters. So the mere fact that only 40 members of parliament were present is a proof that the coup was a failure. The second reason, in my view, is the mere fact that the deputy president timed when President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was outside the country. And people are now claiming that the deputy president is actually a coward. If the deputy president wanted to engineer this coup successfully, the best time for him would have been when the president was in the country, so that Kenyans were going to take him seriously. That indeed this guy is now serious, is challenging the president, so that if he had gone there and the president was around, then the president then reacted, then he could have known how to operate. But the deputy president then had to wait for the president to leave and land in France. And then the deputy president then sneaked to Jubilee Party headquarters very early in the morning. So in my view, that was a very bad move and a pointer to failure. And in fact, most people are claiming that the deputy president was a coward. That's why he decided to go when the president was away. He should have waited for the president to ever come back, then stay. Because, of course, the deputy president is the deputy party leader of the Jubilee Party. There is no way, in my view, the deputy president can be stopped from going to Jubilee Party headquarters. But, of course, he went there, then invited these 40 members of parliament, but when the president was away. And most of these members of parliament have never shared a platform with President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta for a very long time. So, in my view, that was the reason why this coup failed. Because now the other team was saying, simkuje kama president yuko. Even Kenyans were asking them, why don't you go there when the president is there? The third reason why this coup failed, there was no single senior party official. Party is not parliament. Jubilee elected members of parliament are just ordinary members of the party. They are not party officials. All allies of the deputy president William Samoei Ruto had been kicked out of key strategic positions within the party. Some were given jobs. So if the deputy president was serious, he should have waited for Raphael Tuju to arrive in the office, and others then make an appearance there. But in this case, the deputy president was there alone. The chairman was not there. Of course, that's the office where he operated from. The secretary general was not there. The vice chairman was not there. The executive director, who is also the secretary general of the party, was not there. Any other senior government official, senior party officials in Jubilee were absent. So what point was he trying to achieve? And because no senior party official was present, it was a failure. If the deputy president was serious, if in my view, he ought to have even convinced one or two members of parliament, say the deputy secretary general, the Caleb Kositany guy, to be present. He would have even convinced another party official to be present, so that when he was speaking, one of the guy officials would be on his right, the other one would be on his right. The picture which they shared online when they were meeting with the members of parliament, the person who was sitting next to the DP was actually Alice Wahome to the left, and to the right was Mithika Linturi. All these officials were never party officials. In fact, the image I was getting from the sitting arrangement was that the deputy president was actually trying to assure the Mount Kenya region that he's not taking away the party because of the presence of Alice Wahome, who is coming from central Kenya or the larger Mount Kenya region, and also Mithika Linturi. Otherwise, the best people who would have accompanied the deputy president, who should have sat next to him, were party officials. But in this case, there were no party officials. The third reason why this thing failed is that they went there one time. So he went there in the morning, conducted his business. These guys addressed the media, and they left. So the next day, what's happening? The office is still there. The people they blocked from accessing the office yesterday were still there. They came. So basically, operations were still going on. So if the deputy president wanted to engineer a serious coup, he would have attended that event, then retained the security, told the security to remain there. Then today, very early in the morning, he would have also been there. Or even people like Moses Kuria, people like Alice Wahome would have made their way to Jubilee Party headquarters, just to prove a point that indeed they are taking charge. But because of operations at the Jubilee Party headquarters are still ongoing, to an extent that Raphael Tuju is calling for a press conference, announcing to the media 2 hours before, 2 hours elapsed, Raphael Tuju is addressing the media. Even none of those allies of the deputy president made his way to try and stop that press conference. In my view, points to a failure. So the deputy president did not plan well. And lastly, the third reason why this thing failed, in my view, is the Jubilee Assili Center. Why am I talking of Jubilee Assili Center? The deputy president and his allies announced to the entire country that they are going to start operating from Jubilee Assili Center. So it means when they went there now at Jubilee Party headquarters, nobody took them seriously. People thought they were just there for drama. If the deputy president was serious, he should have operationalized the Jubilee Assili Center, so that yesterday, instead of going to Jubilee Party headquarters, the deputy president ought to have gone to Jubilee Party Assili Center, Jubilee Assili Center, accompanied with or by these 40 members of parliament. And because most of these members of parliament are persona non grata at Jubilee Party headquarters, then it would have made sense. But here is coming here, no operations going on at the Jubilee Party Assili Center, then what is he telling people? So basically, because of those reasons, the operation which the deputy president led yesterday, in my view, flopped. Let us wait and see how the president is going to react. And tomorrow I'm going to dissect for you the statement by Raphael Tuju, what it means for the future of Jubilee Party. Because something is convincing me, either the deputy president is setting up these guys, and these guys are falling into his trap, or the deputy president is actually committing serious political blunders. Let us wait for tomorrow. But for now, that's my take. Again, if you're watching this video for the first time, please take a second or two, click subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye-bye.